From as small as a single cell to the diversity of billions of species, this journey started 3.7 billion years ago, where many evolved but very few survive. More than 5 billion species, that counts for 99%, ever put foot on Earth went extinct. Out of less than 1%, only one species evolved to be the pervading force that becomes intelligent enough to change its fate. 7 million years ago, when we decide not to be great apes anymore, there were over 20 early human species. They were great meat eaters and excellent hunters, even capable of hunting African elephants. Their skeletons suggest they were powerful runners, speed capable of competing modern Olympic athletes. But despite having all these qualities, all human species went extinct. Except one. We become the last survivors. But what makes it special over all other human species? Neanderthals are considered our closest human relatives. They follow us until 40,000 years. They used to have larger brains and eyes than us, and have the ability to make specialized stone weapons, and also become the first human species to make tools from animal spawn. They used to live in small groups, roast their meat, and also become intelligent enough to bury their deads. Neanderthals left Africa for Europe some 300,000 years ago, and were famous for hunting the Lars bison that roamed Europe during the Ice Age. This cave beast had a fat nose and strong muscles, and probably won us in arm wrestling. Everything was set for success as a species, but 40,000 years ago, Neanderthals went extinct, leaving us the last human species on this miraculous planet. When researchers tried to find reason behind their failure and our success, they found small changes. Both species used to have their larynx at different levels. Larynx is what helps to produce sound. Neanderthals used to have their larynx in the upper level of the throat, close to mouth, and we Homo sapiens used to have our larynx in the lower level of the throat. With this closed larynx, Neanderthals were limited to produce varieties of sound. And by the larynx is down, we get a larger room to produce complex sounds and sentences. This increased our ability to rapidly share our experience and ideas within our groups. Complex verbal ability makes it much easier for corporate hunting and plan for tomorrow. Tools start becoming more advanced and spread rapidly across the population. We start to live in larger groups and travel longer distances between communities for trade, which further increases the possibility of surviving by sharing problems. On the other hand, Neanderthals were also growing, but their growth rate was slow and limited due to language barrier. They didn't tend to innovate often. They used to have same tools and weapons designed for hundreds and thousands of years and could not transmit their experience to the next generation. Where generation to generation, we grow smarter and become more capable of saving ourselves and spread genes quickly. And due to competition of food, extreme climate, and tendency to stick with what works over change, Neanderthals face extinction, leaving us the last survivors. But surprisingly, we Homo sapiens also born with larynx at the higher position, like Neanderthals and non-human adult primates. But as we grow older, our larynx descends. So something miracle happens in our development. Our voice box starts its journey in the upper level of throat, close to mouth, but slowly comes down unlike any other animals, enabling us to fully articulate speech. It was not our brain size or body size which makes us survive on the struggle of existence. Neanderthals had both larger than us. But rather, it was our complex verbal ability that set us apart from all other human species. Our complex verbal ability allowed the development of symbolic thought, culture, and belief. It's our language that has makes us a far smarter species than our closest relatives. We can question our existence, unlike any other non-human. We have grown from a stone technology to the most powerful, efficient, effective, and reliable technologies, which has largely empowered human capabilities. From few thousand people to 7.8 billion, occupying almost all regions of the world. Today we speak around 7,000 different languages, and it is assumed almost 50 to 90% of languages spoken at the beginning of the 21st century will be extinct by the year 2100, showing the speed of our evolution. After billions of years of evolution, accidentally, evolution gives birth to one species that possesses the power to change its fate and have a free choice to choose its destiny, unlike any other. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Crazy Science by clicking here.